Alright, so it's time to start grading on this. And again, it's a little hard to see on video, but we've carved all this dirt off. That's the hole from the stump. There's a big mound of dirt over here. Let's go over here and take a look. So we want to get this down level, or a little below. We'll leave that level up in there. But we've got some dirt to move, and we want to fill in this hole. And what we'd like to do is have it graded so that it runs from there down to here. There's a good slope, and we want to get that. Would like to bury this pipe someplace, but I don't know if I want to do that today. Might have to come back and retrofit something, because there's our drain pipe. And what we want to do is make sure that water comes down into a drain pipe and drains out this way and doesn't stay back in here next to the house or the wall. All right, let's get started, and we'll do a rough cut first. All right, so we're going to go for the big reveal. This is the corner over here where all of the termite damage was done. You can see there's the wall. There's the window we've talked about. That's that corner where the termites came in and kind of a super highway. So we're going to go ahead and dig that out. We've left it in there for the time being, so we didn't have it open to the outside. But we'll knock that dirt away, and we'll see how big that hole is. The other reason to get down here is we want to identify the bottom of the concrete pad, because that'll help to set the grade for the rest of this area. So we want to consider that to be the highest corner, and then we'll take it down from there. So we want to get down to the bottom of the concrete pad and see what that looks like. And here's the other side. So you can see how big that hole is. That's obviously where we were just pulling the dirt away. And we'll keep moving along here. We need to do that, and we'll probably see daylight all the way up to about there. So let's keep at it. Well, I don't know if you can see this, but I think I got my grade line now. Kind of back there against that corner, right about at the level of the wood plate, and that's coming all the way across here down to the concrete, and it's pretty close. So I'm going to call that good for a rough grade line. So that we'll just work our way from that out, and then we'll have to craft this hill over here. We didn't get too much of this off today, but we can work on that now that we've got a decent line. So good. That was what we were looking for. And then you can see across the bottom over there, right across there, we've got concrete foundation showing all the way across. No dirt anywhere near the stone veneer. So that was the other goal. We wanted to get that cleared up. Now we've got to go put a quick patch over on those so that we don't get critters coming in. We'll call it quits for the day. Well, so here's the repair that I did. And I did two things. Sorry I didn't show you. I was in a hurry to get out of here, so I didn't have a chance to show you what I was doing. But I put this material in here called polyiso. This is what it looks like here, and it's a closed cell foam that has foil on either side. And so I put that here to cover the big gaps, especially this corner, mostly to keep the critters out. And then I sprayed this stuff around it, so it's great stuff, pest block, just to sort of seal the edges. And I'll do a better job once everything is set here, but this was sort of, I won't call it a temporary fix, but it was meant to be something to just kind of close the gap for the time being. So that's what that looks like. And you can see I put the foam all the way along the edge here because the stucco had kind of dissolved at the bottom of this all the way across this wall here. I'll show you what this looks like on the outside too. So here's our wall, and here's our corner, and you can see that material is right there. You can see a little of the foam kind of creeping out at the various places, like down there. You can see a little squeeze through. But for now, that'll seal everything up, and then we'll button this all up with a stucco coat and more stone there in that corner, so that it matches all the way along. But today's job is we're gonna carve this dirt down and get it closer to grade all the way across here. And you can see that spot that I talked about before where I've kind of trenched it and it's taken it down to grade. This gives me some guidance here as to how deep to take all of this and how to get it reasonably level all the way across. Having a little more research tells me that I would like to keep this down pretty low on this wall here, because termites can even put mud tunnels up on concrete if they're really, really determined. Let's just hope they're not. But we're going to keep this pretty low along in here, and then eventually we may either do this as all concrete or put at least pavers up against the house here so that it's just dirt and concrete pavers. So getting it down low is a good thing right now. So let's start moving some dirt. So just as a reminder, this project has two sides to it. One is to get that grade correct all the way out so it drains away from the house and down to the street. And also this side of the house, which had a huge slope to it here. This slope came all the way up to about there, and it was just difficult to, if not near impossible, to walk across here. But all this dirt has done a good job of coming over here and helping to give this area more of a level platform up here so that there can be a pathway down along around the house like this. But the one thing that has come up is that this is another spot to dig that dirt down below grade and make sure that there's no opportunity for termites to come up there, as well as along in here. So we've been working on that and getting the dirt pushed down there. So we'll keep working on this grade and on that grade, moving dirt from there down to here and this away from the wall. Well, doesn't look like I made much progress. That was I don't know, 15 wheelbarrow loads. Getting that grade closer now. Got the pipe reconfigured. You can see it comes all the way down. Oops, go all the way up there. All the way down to the ground there, rather than jutting off like that into that pipe, and then that'll be buried. And over here we kind of cleaned up the grade a little bit. Got this dug down. We're working on getting this area a little farther down, but yeah, looking good. Probably bring the rototiller, the little one, with me. That'll help to clean up the area, make it easier to grade it. All right. Okay, well, here we are about a month later, and we've had some heavy rains. You can see that we have some little weeds popping up there, but that's all right. It's looking pretty good. It hasn't had too much erosion, as you can see here. So it looks like it's doing what we wanted it to do. You can see up there against the house that the dirt has stayed fairly dry. And if we shoot down like this, you can see a little erosion there, but not much. And the hill looks pretty stable still, so that's good. Let's look at this other side. Let's come over here. Yeah, that looks good too. Look at those cannas popping up there. Those are cannas right there. They are just indestructible, it seems like. So that turned out really good. We've got a nice wide pathway here that we can use. So I'm going to say that's it on the grading for now. We may do a little bit more on it, but that'll be it for this video. So thanks for watching, and push that like button if you liked it. Bye!